A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. On second down, Johnson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Detroit! They'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
319! 319!
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Back to throw. Dumping it off for Johnson. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Now a handoff, Johnson. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
They pitch it out to Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Buying time to his left. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 45. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end. But running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. A gain of 7, and they pick up the 1st.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Out to the left there, complete to Howard. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Here we go. 58.
Here's Coleman. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And Crosby puts it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll toss it to Coleman. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll drop to throw. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And just shedding him off there. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Johnson. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Mike Daniels makes the tackle. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4. No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. He got 29 yards that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there. I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory? It's a gain of 7, and it's a second down. A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going. I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. And who's got it? The Giants! So the defense there, opportunistic. It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He'll look to throw. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half. We're back to East Rutherford. But first, this timeout. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football. A little careless with a football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Coleman, and an alley to run. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. shotgun now for Rodgers. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. It's Coleman here. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Packers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They come out here in the eye. On the sneak, Rodgers. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Crosby on now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to air one out. And this one is incomplete. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Alec Ogletree. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
319!
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play for the Pack on 3rd. 46 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Let's go.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Rodgers. That's caught by Howard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 11. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that gives him a 3-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now the Packers get set to go. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So, hey, let's go. Come on.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And my goodness, another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And now it's third down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
The Giants on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Hut!
Now back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10.
Set! Blue, landing!
Johnson, and he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Go, 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 and run it, run! I'm gonna hit you all right.
On second down, it's Drake. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Giants on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if finally kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and
there he goes, left side. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Crosby with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Here's second and 7 now from the 28. They'll run it with Johnson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
He'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Drake. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They will run again with Coleman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. That one caught by Gibson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Underneath for Johnson. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Johnson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Johnson running left. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Giants on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. They go play action here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 18. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Now Rodgers. Open man right side is St. Brown. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Rodgers with a keeper. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Coleman. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. On second down, it's Jones. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Rodgers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He's back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. How about the call to come with a blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Coleman now. And an alley to run. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee.
19!
Football League, Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Green Bay, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll